I called it! Let's go! Music Man! Music Man! Oh! Music Man! 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 I called it!
Okay, so FNAF ended up doing a very interesting theory video, and it actually put together some holes in one I've been wanting to do and inspired me to finally sit down and put all the pieces of my own theory puzzle together. And I really want to lay it all out for you and put it out into the void to see if there's anything I can contribute with these thoughts and these theories that maybe could help the rest of the fandom and the rest of the theory community put the pieces together for what this means for the game as a whole. So I would like to go over all the little bits and pieces and then we'll go from there. So on the night William kills Charlotte, Funtime Freddy approaches Evan and lures him out. It seems he was bullied at school since Michael says he's had a rough day today. Notice that it is just Michael who seems to be babysitting his little brother Evan. I think that Funtime Freddy approaches Evan and either pretends to be a different character via illusion disc, or it doesn't work because I think that the illusion discs are only connected with a sense of fear, like in the either the fourth closet or in the second book, the Twisted Ones. Maybe pretending to be Fredbear, since Fredbear seems to be his favorite, and Scott in the encyclopedia has confirmed that the death minigame in FNAF 2, where Charlotte is killed, is indeed Fredbear's family diner. I believe that doesn't get the chance to kill him. I want to make that note. Midnight Motorist, we actually do see a pile of dirt and a lot nearby. I think William actually ended up finding his son in time, keeping him from being killed. However, this would obviously cause Evan to have a newfound phobia of the animatronics. So while Evan is suddenly desperately afraid of the characters he once loved and the place he once loved, William, on the other hand, becomes paranoid about losing his favorite son and thus begins stalking him through cameras, the microphone inside the Golden Freddy plush that Evan carries, that we also see spotted around the entire neighborhood. However, as part of William's newfound paranoia about his youngest son, Michael is punished for his inattention on his brother, and it would make him really bitter, so he starts pulling all these pranks on Evan.
It was just a prank, Han.
Which is exactly why we have him popping up in the Foxy mask all the time. He's bullying his little brother because he's being punished by their father for not paying enough attention to him, even though Michael should not be the babysitter. William is the parent. With Evan now so scared of these animatronics, he ends up causing the illusion disc in his father's laboratory in the basement that we know is down there in FNAF 4 to start reacting to his fear. We hear the clock, the grandfather clock, chime in every night, signaling it's the morning after Evan is waking up. He's still alive. Come his birthday, a very frustrated older brother pranks him with the putting him into Fredbear and ends up accidentally killing him.
Was that the bite of 87?
So I don't think Elizabeth is already dead. I think that the reason we are seeing an empty bedroom but with a toy in it is signaling it's being used. A little girl lives in this room. And thus, I think she's not yet dead, which is why once Evan dies inside Fredbear, he tells Elizabeth, stay away from baby. Do not go by baby. Thus, causing her to be even more curious, she gets alone with baby and is killed as well.
What do I look like to you? Some sort of big baby? I go too far for this one?
Ending not being canon with the Happiest Day, I really don't think that the crying child's identity matters at all, even whether it's Evan or whether it's Cassidy, whether it's someone else that we don't know that's not named. I don't think it matters because it's not canon. The bad ending's canon because there's no way for Michael to do the fairy tale things he would need to do in order to bring about the Happiest Day. I know that Golden Freddy is still possessed by Evan and Cassidy. Now, I think with Gregory, I do think he might actually be a robot, but not for the same reasons everybody else seems to think so. Gregory is actually needed for Evan to be put into a physical body. Because there's a reason why Vanny is doing the things she's doing to him in Security Breach. She keeps telling him, "Are you having fun yet?" Chasing him down, like kind of being playful with his fear almost. I really think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to, through the fear or the terror, try to break his sense of self so that they could recreate him and potentially putting Evan into him, which is why he does look very close to Evan, because as the character encyclopedia points out, they both have a band-aid on their left leg. That's a little bit too coincidental. Something completely off center from what we're talking about that I really want to add in. I think Gregory and Cassidy sounding very similar can't be an accident. I really think there could be something in Gregory having a tie into why Cassidy is locked in the arcade cabinets, because William can't come back if Cassidy is keeping him in purgatory. So by locking Cassidy away and maybe having a lock be Gregory, she can't get out to keep him trapped. Hence why he can return in the secret ending and why he could have Vanessa and Vanny do the FNAF 6 location under the Pizzaplex, because he needs all the things back together in order for him to come back. Something completely off center from what we're talking about that I really want to add into the discussion here that I'm going over. I bought the collector's edition of Security Breach, and one of the cool things that come with it is a steelbook of the game. And steelbook is a black tape. Now, I find that very interesting that the game itself is a black tape when we've been dealing with putting together black tape in Help Wanted. And I don't think it's an accident that the game itself is hinting to be one of these tapes when the whole point of Help Wanted was Glitch Trap bringing William back into the real world from being data, from being just hardware in a game. So the game itself being a black tape that we now have in our real world, just like the game itself of Help Wanted, I really do think it's leading towards maybe Security Breach itself being fake. Maybe Gregory isn't real in the fact that he's a player in a game like we are playing him. However, I don't know why the Pizzaplex would be in a virtual reality without any hints of that being in the game itself. That seems a little odd to me. Okay, anyway, I wanted to just put this out into the ethos to see if there's anything I can really add to the discussion going on while we are waiting for the Ruin DLC to come out. I'm really hoping that with the new Security Breach stuff that we really get a new shine on what Security Breach is supposed to mean for the community and the fandom as a whole, since Scott has gone on record with saying every game he makes past the final one has always been to shed light on something previously that we were confused by. So if there's DLC, it makes me think that it's either stuff they couldn't add into the game on time because it was delayed and they wanted to make sure it got out on time, or this is something that needs clarification. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, you don't even know. Like and subscribe maybe, it's up to you. It's free, I would appreciate it, but obviously it's up to you. If you want to see more of my rambling and ideas, I would very much appreciate it. So we'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye bye.